first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mostert. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down by...
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
Check 22. 18 Cardinal.
That'll set them back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Quan Alexander able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The line of scrimmage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down, Vikings.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep downfield. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0.
Vikings 9. Browns nothing.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Wilkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
And out.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made right
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From midfield now, Burrow. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it this time. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run with Mostert, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The point after try for Gostkowski. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Vikings 22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that one.
And he's taken down, back at his own 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Score Vikings 22, Browns 14. Matt Prater set to...
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On the play, it's 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Down Vikings.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Bridgewater. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some space here. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 44 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Vikings.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Bridgewater to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a dump-off here complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ronald Jones, 29 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Is good.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
27.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Mostert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time over. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. But 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Jones. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ronald Jones, 41 yards. And the Browns are back within a score.
Lining up for the point.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Check, 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 check. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7.
Today's final score, Vikings 36.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to